everyone, and welcome to the last video for pro and breeder setups. We showed you some setups, but now we want to talk about Leap products that make it easier for you and your collection. Starting right off is going to be racks. You know them and you love them. We have black ones and they are sleek. They fit in well with the habitats and some other things we're going to touch on in this video. But I'm sure you're wondering how many fit on a rack. So, say you have a 15-inch wide habitat, you can fit 3 per row. If that habitat's 18 inches tall, you can fit 12 in a rack.
That's impressive.
A rack that's only 72 inches tall, 18 wide, and 48 inches width, that's a lot of habitats in a space.
It is. Space is the most crucial thing too when setting it up. I mean, the more space you can save and the more reptiles you can have in there, the better. The
more you can fit in a space. That's what we were thinking about when we were designing these things. So, say you have a 22-inch wide habitat, you can fit 2 per row. And then let's go the other way, right? So we said 18 inches tall, you can fit 12 per rack. Say you want it even taller, you want a 22 or 24 inch tall, you can still fit 9 on a rack. Or our tallest, which is 36, you can still fit 4. It's pretty impressive. And I think honestly, a standalone habitat looks good too, right?
100%.
But when you pack them all in together and it all kind of just blends.
And works together too.
It's really visually appealing. And it's really, the keeper was in mind when these products were being developed.
And the customizability too. It allows you to choose what size habitat you want and still be able to cram as many in there as possible.
Right, so you don't have to have them all be the same height too. You can have some 30-inch or 36 inches at the bottom and some 15 inches at the top, and
allows you to do what you want.
It all works out. So that was number 1, racks.
Next thing we want to go over is going to be the Interconnect Cable. Why is this one of my favorite accessories? It literally limits the amount of wires that you have going in, saves you more outlets, and it connects to the lights so you could daisy chain together your T5 bulb and or your LED bulb, or if you want a combination of just LEDs or T5s, it allows you to do that. So the customizability and saving the outlets is crucial.
It's huge. It's huge. And I know here in our room, our racks are on wheels. So if I want to clean behind, if I only have 3 cords instead of 6 behind there, it's so much easier to be able to move it and not worry about if anything's being pulled out or misplaced. And it's just clean and tidy.
I think that's the best thing about it.
It kind of always goes back to that, clean and tidy.
Clean, tidy, less work too.
Yep. So number 3, we have these awesome LED and T5 mounting clips. These attach directly to that baker's rack that we're talking about, but you can also get crafty and mount it into other things as well. But in this one, we're just gonna touch on this. So a lot of people will, a lot of keepers will just put their lights right on top of the habitat. But then if you need to move the habitat, you need to move all the lights, you need to unplug all those cords. So what we had designed was a clip that fits right into the baker's rack. It nests up right in the top. It's like you can barely even see it, honestly. And then the lights just clip into that. They're really easy to release and take the lights out if you need to change your UVB bulb every so often. It honestly is slick, it's easy, and it keeps it nice and tidy.
Yeah, set it and forget it essentially. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about knocking it over, knocking it down. Secure, keeps it in place like you said, and up out of the way. So it makes it easier to clean the habitats and take them out if need be.
Sometimes too, you know, with that living earth substrate, those plants grow like crazy. Sometimes they'll literally grow straight out of the habitat. It's really nice and easy when these lights are out of the way. I can just get on top and clip and then propagate them and sometimes plant them right back in the same habitat. But if you had lights on top of there, you'd have to take it off or move it. So definitely recommend these clips. Keep it nice and tidy.
And then the final one we want to go over is going to be the external catch pan. The size we have here fits perfectly on the baker's rack. It adds an extra level of security. It can be good for any water spills or anything along those lines. So it just keeps, again, a cleaner system, nice, tidy, and again, it fits all in on one system with everything else we have to offer. So
yeah, everything that you could think of was thought of in a breeder and pro setup. room
Yeah.
when this all was being developed.
Make it as easy as possible.
Yep.
And that's exactly what
Yep.
Leap is.
Focusing on the animals. So you have less things to stress about in your setups. And yeah, you can really just set it up like you said, set it up and just watch it go.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's probably the coolest thing about it.
Yep. So thank you guys for joining us for this Pro and Breeder Setup final video. We hope you enjoyed this series. Next month, we have something exciting coming again.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on our social media channels.
Yep.
And again, if you have these setups, make sure you tag us. We'd love to see them as
Yep.
well.
See you next time.